All right, now let's talk about our refillable adapters. We have two different kinds, one that fits your long neck beer bottles and a smaller one that fits your plastic pop bottles. That way, the ones you saw us doing in the previous video with the Coke bottle adapter, now you can make these refillable. So we're gonna set one up with the long neck bottle, but the plastic one works just the same. This works with your long neck beer bottles. Once you get it, you can test out some of your other bottles in your recycling bin. I had a bunch of these olive oil bottles and I just pulled the top off, and that one fits just fine on there too. One quick note, you wanna notice how far down the bottle goes. This is where the water level is gonna stop. So if you get a bottle with a short neck on it and it stops way up here, your water level is gonna be way up there. So make sure that the neck is at least that long. Now we're gonna put one of these together. Basically, like all our other adapters, there's just one difference. Since this doesn't screw on, we're gonna have to do this first. So first thing I'm gonna do is put a little water in here. That way when we first flip it over, all of the water doesn't go out of the bottle. We're gonna go ahead and fill up a bottle. And since this one doesn't screw on, when you flip this one, you're going to want to hold onto the adapter as well as the bottle, just like this. So as you can see, the water levels down there, a little bit came out of here, but it's refillable, so that's okay. We're gonna add in our clay pebbles. Mine's damp because I rinsed it, but if yours is dry, make sure you give it a good spritz. The seeds won't germinate if your clay pebbles are dry. Now this we're going to use about 2 to 3 teaspoons. Spin it around, give it another quick little spritz, and cover it with foil. You just rip a little slot in that, slide it around it. Make sure it's setting up straight. And that's it. Just let that sit overnight, come back and check. If it's dried out, give it another little spritz. Keep it covered for 3 or 4 days until the seeds germinate. Once they start pushing up on that foil, take the foil off, and pretty much you set it and forget it until this bottle runs out. Then you can pull the bottle out, refill it, and just set it back in there. Here's an example of how we do that. And right now we're growing some lettuce with this very setup and the olive oil bottles. Working awesome. Now a lot of people love the refillable adapters because it's easy to grow your plants out to the baby green stage, which gets you a lot more bang for your buck. Just eating microgreens over and over can get costly in the long run, but if you grow some of your plants out bigger like this, you can have a lot more food to eat and more money to buy other groceries with. All right, and here's our Bib lettuce. A little over a week later, off to an awesome start. You can start harvesting this anytime, or you can let it grow out, kind of like we do with our microgreen growers that we grow in the mason jars. So they can grow out bigger, or you can cut them up like this as they're growing and keep refilling it with that bottle. We've refilled this once already. So this was grown with our refillable adapter, which we also use, besides the long neck beer bottles, our big olive oil bottles fit in there too. So just kind of check in your recycling bin and see what fits. Now I can't wait for you to set up your own continuous harvest system where you can have microgreens and baby greens anytime during the year. Check my bio for a link to our shop if you want any of these, and keep on growing. Go grow you lots of microgreens.